Hello and welcome, Gunpla fans of YouTube. This is DZ Maven here again with another Gunpla review. And today I have the upgraded Master Grade Hyaku Shiki for you here. This is the Master Grade 2.0 of the Hyaku Shiki, a kit that I have been wanting to get, and now I finally have it. So, how much better is it than the original? So, let's Oh, well, I'll tell you right now, it's a lot better. So, but let's take a look at it here. So, there it is right there. I got up in a little bit of an action-y pose for you here with the beam saber and the beam rifle out. Let me get that turning around here for you here. So you can look at it from the different angles here. So, getting on with the details and the appearance of this kit here. Let's start with the most obvious thing here. This is a gold kit. Don't mean that it's actually made out of gold, but it almost looks like it in some ways. But if you saw my previous review of the original Master Grade Hyaku Shiki, that came in a electroplated gold chrome, almost like a mirror chrome finish. I personally am not the biggest fan of that sort of appearance of any sort of kit here. I know there's a lot of other kits that use that type of finish, like the Unicorn Phoenix does it, and I believe the Bandai Hyaku Shiki Kai kit also has that sort of finish on it. I'm not really a big fan of that finish because it's very hard to photograph, and it doesn't really look very well in photos or video or anything like that. This gold here, though, this is different here. This is more of a, I would almost describe it as like a gold titanium finish look. And this is a lot better than the gold chrome. It's kind of hard for me to express in words just how much better looking this is compared to that shiny gold chrome. And believe me, this is a major upgrade for the look of the Hyaku Shiki here. It doesn't have that glaring mirror look to it anymore, which was honestly kind of a pain in the ass when trying to photograph and everything. So this actually makes the kit look yellow instead of like a giant mirror. So. And if you are wondering, pretty much all of the gold parts are undergated for the most part on this kit, so you won't really have to worry about nubs too much. But I would still have a gold Gundam marker or some gold paint on hand just to kind of touch up the nubs that probably are a little bit visible. There will be some kind of on the inside edge of this little piece here you'll probably see here, and probably on the edges of the beam sabers. And on the wings here you'll have some visible nubs here, but for the rest of the kit, the nubs really are not visible on the kit here, so you won't have to worry about that too much. But it comes with, it does come with stickers here. They do kind of sort of blend in with the surface of the kit here, but not really too much. They do kind of stand out as the light reflection shifts over it, though you can still see them here. Now you do get some dry transfers that go on this kit here, and the dry transfers look especially nice on here. They don't really stand out as much as the stickers. So, I mean, if you have those, definitely go ahead and use the dry transfers. If you don't want to use the stickers, I will not hold that against you if you don't use them, because basically the finish of this kit looks so nice that you may not want to put anything on it. So, but yeah, you do get some foil stickers for the sensors on the head and the beam rifle. I did not use those. I actually went ahead and painted all of those myself here. You do get 3 different visor eyes. I have the one with the red eyes in there right now. You do get your standard black visor if you want to use that. I just painted black behind it because it is a clear piece. And you do get this other version here with the sort of like this red striping. It's probably a little hard to see on video. You can probably see it right there. Again, I painted that. I used kind of a red wash on top of it and then put some clear coat on top of that to help smooth it out. But again, I painted all the eyes. Same one with in the head there. I actually used a clear red for the eyes and put some of that leftover mirror foil sticker I had laying around behind it, so it actually looks really nice. But yeah, detail-wise, this gets pretty much a 10 out of 10. It's just a fantastic looking kit once you get it all together and everything here. So I'll probably argue this is probably one of the few kits that I actually would say that is actually very beautiful looking, actually, which is actually a very big compliment because you don't really see that compliment for Gunpla kits too often here. But it's just it's just the whole look of it just looks so well done, and I can appreciate it. But yeah, 10 out of 10 on the details for this kit here. So moving on to articulation here. Again, this is actually was something that kind of surprised me about this kit here, just how well articulated it is. Because I was actually kind of expecting Bandai to cut some corners here with this kit here, considering all the effort that went into the finish of the kit here. And my stand just falls away here. Let me get it off the action stand here so I can show you here. But yeah, articulation is pretty excellent overall. As you can see, the shoulders will bend forward, they will bend up and down. You got full 90-degree out of the arms and everything. And down in the torso, there's actually a surprising bit of articulation in the torso, but it is kind of restricted a little bit by the backpack here. You can kind of bend up and down, slide around and back and forth a little bit, and it can go all the way around if need be, like that. And the head, as you can see here, closer up, you can see the eyes in there. Head can move around, but it does get kind of caught on the collars here, so it's kind of be aware about. But it can look up pretty good here and bend down here. Moving on down to the legs and the waist skirts. Skirt armor can move up and out of the way as need be. The back skirt can move up a little bit if need be. Now the hips in here, they kind of split apart. Let me see if I can show you this here. I'll turn my other spotlight on so you can see it a little better here. But as you can see, this one has dropped down a little bit here, and they just kind of go back up again. But they will drop down a little bit like that, and then they can come back up again here. But having them drop down will let you get a little bit of a greater range of motion out of the legs here. You can do something silly like that if you want. But bend at the leg is pretty good here. You can see it'll bend all the way like that here. And in addition, there actually is another joint in here. You can bend the leg like that if you want. Almost sort of like a quasi-zeta leg transformation. This is supposed to be a holdover from the original Delta Gundam version of the Hyaku Shiki here, but it's kind of an interesting little detail they left in on this kit here. They actually put that in there intentionally. So you might be thinking when you're moving this around, is like, is it supposed to do that? Well, yeah, kind of. It kind of is intentional the way that is designed there. It's basically a holdover from the transformation of the original Hyaku Shiki design, which was never implemented. The foot can bend all the way back if need be. Very nice bend. Can bend forward. You do got this another joint in here which is attached to this piston, and you do get this sort of piston action in the leg here, which is very nice here. Now in terms of standing, this is kind of a back heavy kit here, so you might want to have an action base stand on hand. It will stand up on its own, but because of all the stuff on the back, it will kind of lean back a bit, and the feet are especially well designed to support anything on the back. As you can see, it just kind of curve up like that. Now the wing binders here, they're kind of a little interesting the way they've been designed here. They do have this joint here, like so. And let me take the bazooka out of the way here. And if you can look in there, there's a joint that moves in and out like that. In addition, they can move like so. And they can move like that here. So there's quite a bit of articulation in these wing binder joints here. Also, these little thrusters, they can move around a little bit, but it's not really too much right there here. And this beam saber holder can slide up and down. See if I can get it. It's a little stiff, but yeah, there we go. You can slide up and down a little bit like that here. So, oh, one more thing before I forget. You do have the opening cockpit on here. It opens up pretty easily, but it's a little harder to close up. Let me see if I can do this here. And get my finger in there. There we go. And your Quattro Brigina is inside of there. Here, just flip this down here. Now I found it's a little easier to get these to close up if you kind of get your fingers in to press on the side, and then you should be able to get it to push in. There we go, like that. Otherwise, you try to push it in from the bottom, it gets kind of stuck here, so you might want to try that. So yeah, articulation is actually surprisingly pretty good on this kit here. You can do a lot of neat little poses with it here, and it's actually, like I said at the beginning of this year, I was kind of surprised at how well the frame is in this kit here, and you can do a lot of good posing with it here. So it gets a good score from me, a 10 out of 10 on the articulation here. You have to pardon the derpy pose there for a second there. I'll get into a better pose here in a second here. But yeah, articulation is pretty darn good in this kit here. So again, 10 out of 10 on that here. So let me get the weapons separated from him here, and we'll talk about the extras here. Alright, and back here. So take a look at the extras we have here. We do have our standard beam rifle for the Hyaku Shiki here. If you watch my RE1100 review of the DJ, these are the exact same weapons that the DJ uses, the same mold tree and everything here. Probably the only real difference is that this little blue piece here is a little darker on the DJ here, and the DJ uses a yellow piece instead of a. This is actually a gold plastic piece here. This is the only piece of gold plastic in the entire kit right here. Is this little tube on the beam rifle here. You do get your little sensor in the clear piece for the sensor on the beam rifle. Again, I painted that up. And for the handle, you do have this. You do have the flip out notch for the beam rifle handle here. There is a corresponding notch in the hands, which I would like to mention are kind of the 2.0 style hands with the movable fingers on them. So they're pretty nice here. It holds the weapon pretty well here, so there's really no problem with that. The E-pack will come off just like that here. It's not, there's no detail underneath that though. So, but the same thing as the DJ here. You want to pop the latch up and move the handle forward, and then the latch will come up like so here. In addition, you also got the clay bazooka here. Again, same thing from the DJ. Actually, the DJ used the same weapons from this here, but you do get the little missiles inside the ammo magazine for this. And the handle will come down, and it uses the same sort of attachment flip-out peg also here. So, again, pretty nice. It does use a little bit of silver on the inside, so it gives it a little bit more detail. So it's pretty nice. And the beam sabers, you get these gold beam sabers, not really chrome gold, but they are the same finish as the rest of the kit here. You will have to deal with a few nubs on the ends of this here, but it's not really that bad. You do have the little flip out peg notches. They're on the inside of this, and they tend to be a little hard to get out. This one's already poking out a little bit here. Let me see if I can get it here. Actually, nope, I can't really get it. Nope. Maybe. Yes, there we go. Yeah, it's kind of in there a little way, so you might have to use like a toothpick or something to kind of pull it out. But again, they work the same way. The only problem is you can't really you can't lock in upside down in the hand, so you have to kind of have it held loosely in the hand upside down like I had in the beginning here. But again, beam sabers look pretty nice here. You get these yellow blades, and these blades look a little bit more yellow than the ones I think I've had before in previous kits here. I mean, I could be mistaken, but they do look a little bit more yellow than the beam sabers I've had before. So, and again, you get two of those here. And I guess I already showed you the other visors for the kit here. You do have an action base stand. Obviously, it's in there right now here. And you do get your little Quattro Bergina figure. You actually get two of these. You get an extra one. In addition to that, you got an extra pilot figure as well here. So you can, if you want to practice your minifig painting skills, you can probably go ahead and practice on one of the extras you have here. Comes in red here. Right there here. Anyway, the extras are pretty decent for this kit here. For quality wise, they're pretty good here. Not a whole lot to work with, but then again, that's pretty much what the Hyaku Shiki always has here. Besides the Mega Bazooka launcher, which is kind of an optional P Bandai kit for this. But for extras, it gets a score of 9 out of 10. So there's really not much to complain about there. They're pretty good, but they're also pretty basic here. So anyway, moving on to the value of this kit here. As you might expect, this is a bit of a pricey kit here, running at 6,800 yen, which comes out to be about $61. This was a May 2015 release kit, and you may be sitting there wondering yourself, is it worth the cost of $60 or so? Personally, I would probably say after building it and this amazing finish and the amazing articulation this kit has, I would probably say yes, it generally is worth that asking price here, even though that's for $60 you can probably get a bigger master grade kit by comparison, like a Gyaradoga or even like the new Gundam for Ka. Those are a little bit bigger than this, but again, they're not pre-painted kits for you here, so you have to kind of take that into account here. So it gets like a 9 out of 10 on the value score for me. So again, it is pricey, I will admit that, put that up front here, but I think for the price you're paying, you're getting a kit that looks very, very good right out of the box here. So that brings to the final score here of 38 out of 40, which makes this an excellent kit overall. Probably one of the best master grades of a few recent years, I would say here. So if you can find one and you're interested in this kit, I would say go ahead and pick it up. If you're not that into the Hyaku Shiki, you might want to consider saving up for it and maybe waiting for a good deal on it to show up here. But if you build it, I think you will be pleasantly surprised by how good this kit is. So that's going to be it for now. I hope you guys found the review informative and enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like. If you have any questions about anything, leave a comment below and I will answer it. And be sure to subscribe because there's always more stuff coming. Alright, have a great day and thanks for watching.